All right, so we're gonna pop in a flat set real quick here, guys. This is a real nice set. This is gonna be kind of a modified flat slash walkthrough set. This is a killer set. And you know, I've got a trail here just right there. That's it's full of coyote sign. This is just a random limb here that's got blown out of the trees into the edge of the field. So it's gonna be a super subtle set. I've got a big step down dirt hole set just right behind me. A lot of eye appeal. This is not going to be that. So what we're gonna do for this set here real quick, I wanna make this pretty concealed. So I'm gonna use this stick or this limb as my backing, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna peel back some of these pine needles and bean debris that's blowed out over the field. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna end up putting a bait hole right here, and I'm gonna put a lure hole right here. And we're gonna kind of give the imitation of a walkthrough, but it's still gonna have bait. So what I wanna do is I wanna dig a trap bed right here. But like I said, I don't wanna make this a big, super eye appeal set. So we're dealing with some pretty wet soil. I'm gonna go ahead, make that trap bed. Give myself a nice area for that chain to go through. So on these flat sets, I love big traps, right? Because you don't have a lot of guiding. You know, this is the biggest trap I can legally use in this state. This is the Duke number 4. Just a killer trap for this set. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take, using a finned, chained super stake that I apparently did not clean out very well last time. So we're gonna do that just right quick, guys. A 1/2-inch drill bit with a T-handle welded on it, guys, is just an awesome clean out tool for these super stakes. Normally I try to do this as I'm pulling, but well, you guys are seeing what really happens in the field. You get behind, not prepared. You can see that tool there. I carry it with me all the time. It works great. So we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna drive this stake right there in the bit of that pocket that we made. You can see I'm trying to do a fairly good job of not messing the area up. It's a pretty subtle set. So we'll take, we're gonna go ahead and set that anchor. Now, you can see my trap bed here. I want it pretty tight. We're gonna go ahead and set this trap running like 3 pounds of pan tension, guys. Don't be scared. Whenever you're trapping canines, you don't need to be scared of pan tension. Set that heavy pan tension. I'm gonna bring that pan right down level. Sometimes it takes a little tweaking. You can see I just pushed the dog against my handle, my hammer handle there. Brought it down just perfectly level. Still at night latch, so we know it's gonna go off with just a little bit of pressure. This is pipe insulation, guys. Pipe foam insulation. What I wanna do, that's what I use for a pan plug. You can see no dirt's getting underneath there. Now we're dealing with some freezing temperatures, so I'm gonna put just a small layer of waxed dirt here. It's thawed now, but it's in the evening. This stuff will freeze tonight. Then the sun will thaw it out, and you'll have the illusion that the trap's actually not frozen down. I'm gonna use a little layer there of waxed dirt. Put that trap in there. Now this trap is about a 1/2 inch below ground. Just barely below ground. That's all I want. No real orientation with this set. I don't really bother with it because we've got just so much going on. Use up our waxed dirt here. Good thing this is the last set of the day. We'll move that around the trap. Now I want to blend it in just slightly. Just put just enough dirt coverage on it that it looks natural. We're going to throw that other dirt way off to the side, right? So we're going to use a bait hole here. I've got an auger. You can do this by hand. I cheat. It's a cordless drill with an auger. Nice deep bait hole there. I'm gonna throw that dirt away too. I don't want a big mound. All I want to do is a container for my bait, and that's it. Like I said, this is going to be a very subtle set. So that's our bait hole. Here's our trap bed right here. Trap's bedded just super firm. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all this fluff that I pulled back here, and I'm just going to fluff it right back over. You can see, that's why I like using these big traps like this. You can put some heavy bedding over top of it, and that trap will still fire absolutely no problem. We'll just kind of disguise that just a little bit. Now, one final thing what I want to do is, I said I want to put a lure hole here to act like a walkthrough. My idea is that the coyote's coming down the trail from there. He's going to turn, bait, lure, step on trap. So we'll just go ahead and take my stake driver there. I'm going to drive it at a little bit of an angle, facing the trap. A little bit of a mouse hole looking thing there. Not near as big as the bait hole, but you know, all we're doing is just putting lure down it, right? Pretty simple, straightforward, y'all. That's it. That's the finished blended set. Super blended. So what we're going to do here is we're going to use some sheep's wool here, and we're going to take some bait. We're going to put down that hole. Nice plug of bait there. That's a good deep hole. Good slug of bait right down that hole. Gonna take a little bit of sheep's wool just to kind of keep that. Sometimes I use the sheep's wool, sometimes I don't. I didn't use it for a lot of years, and I've kind of started back again this year using it. It's definitely not a killer if you don't have it. I assure you that. I've caught tons and tons of critters without it. All right, now we're gonna take just a little bit of lure in this other hole here. I'm just gonna find just a any stick or anything. This is fox gland lure. It really doesn't matter in my opinion, but everything hates a fox, especially a coyote. So we'll just go ahead and dip that lure, and I'm gonna set it right down there inside that hole that we made. We'll put that away. Now we're gonna add just a little bit of urine because this is an odd object in the middle of a field. This would be a perfect place for a coyote to try to mark anyway. So I'm just gonna squirt just a little bit of urine right there on that stick. We've got bait, lure, and urine here, guys. A very blended flat set here. The idea is to mimic nothing, just natural. So we got a big dirt hole behind us, big gaudy dirt hole, and now we've got two different good types of sets here. All right, so we got the set made. There's the big gaudy dirt hole right there. Let me give you coyote vision, and here's what he's looking at. So old coyote here coming down the old field line, he sees that stick right off the trail. I mean, we are literally 6 foot off of where these coyotes have been running. This is to the south. We've got a prevailing south wind for at least the next 4 or 5 days because it's warming up. So we've got scent going to our control. We've got just a little bit of natural eye appeal. This is what old coyote is gonna see coming up. There's the bait hole right there. There's the lure hole right there, and the trap is actually bedded right there. So idea, Mr. Coyote come wandering around, makes that turn, starts to sniff. He can pee on it, he can eat it, and he's getting caught by the lure. Boom. Coyote vision. That's what I hope is gonna happen anyway, guys. So I'm gonna stick with these couple of sets here for a while. I'll check back with you. Hopefully they'll make some catches, and I'll show you how productive they actually can be, because these are two good go-to sets here. They're two completely different sets, very close to each other, and I love that. Obviously, whatever set catches, we're gonna have a remake. So then we're just gonna add more and more appeal. So anyway, y'all, Appreciate you sticking with me on this one. If you've enjoyed this video, do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button, leave me a comment. As always, I love reading the comments. If you're new, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell for the notifications whenever I upload videos. I'm signing off, guys. I got a whole trap basket full of sets I gotta make, and the sun is going down in a hurry. With that being said, guys, I appreciate the view, and we'll see y'all next time.